Right, this is weird. It is odd, this. So don't judge me.
I'm intrigued.
So I found that I've got a thing that I really like doing, and that is pulling my kids' teeth out.
That's really creepy.
It is weird, isn't it? So my daughter...
Depends how old they are.
My daughter's 7 years old, and it is the most satisfying thing you will ever experience in your life.
That's horrible.
I know, your face is like my wife's.
I think it's
My
because
wife's.
Right,
My multiple wives.
I'm going to put my neck online and think. I think it's going to be an oddball.
I think I'm gonna say I don't.
Yeah, not this.
I swear that is just coking.
Fucking hell, Sarah, sit down. What's in that Lost Mary? Outfield players at 2 a.m. training session, banging in shit pingers with Ian. Two goalkeepers at 2 p.m. training session, kicking it long. Right? 8 p.m. batter Porto. 10 o'clock out for a couple of celebratory pints of neck oil and a kebab. And 3 a.m. carriages.
Yeah,
I think that is
great.
one of the greatest bits of comedy writing we've had in recent times. Welcome to The Knockabout. We are a football podcast where we try not to take life too seriously. We don't get deep into the stats or the money or anything like that. We just try to have a bit of a laugh. And it's all brought to you by Le Bomb, the app where you can bet against your mates.
Thank God we don't take the money thing too seriously. Given my record in the Le Bomb League this season, I would be struggling if we were going big on that. But no, it's all good fun. We'll be talking memes, we'll be talking debates, whatever's going on in the footballing world. And we'll even be offering you our fantastic advice on your problems as well.
Yeah, too right. Make sure you add us on socials as well. Just search for @knockaboutpod. And if you want to get in touch as well, there's loads of ways you can get in touch. Obviously, you can DM us on the socials. You can email hello@knockaboutpod.com. Or now as well, you can chat to us on WhatsApp. I say us, it's going to be Lucas, so be careful. All you've got to do, click the little button on the Insta and check this episode's description. Wherever you get your podcasts. Let's get into it then. How's your week been, guys?
Well,
awful. I've had a really bad week.
I've really got in like upbeat there. I was like, right, let's do this.
I know.
Like, shite.
It's dreadful.
What's going on?
Well, I lost my phone.
Okay.
For 2 days.
Well, that's all right because it's worth 30p. So
no, my phone is disgraceful.
It's not an issue though, surely.
There is I mean, you saw my phone. It is pretty much.
It's like dropping 2p. It's fuck it, I'll get another one.
It does have a feature now because it's so cracked that in order to get it to work, I have to like hit it against whatever I'm like a wall, and then turn it off and on during that process.
You are me 10 years ago. We lived the same life.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, no, yeah. I had a full head of hair as well, Ted.
Don't say that.
I used to have phones that wouldn't ring. I couldn't make calls on them and all this.
Right, yeah.
People were baffled by this.
Well, I remember the old cheap phones you used to get. Often they would get like the old Nokia brickie things would often get my mum's Nokia brick was completely fucked and like for a while and she couldn't speak through. I think it was my mum's and my dad's and like you just could not hear a word they said. It just muffled them. But anyway, so that's rubbish. And Argyle lost the Devon Derby.
The Devon Derby.
The El Pastico.
Is that what it's called?
El
Pastico. Beautiful.
And we lost 2-0. It was absolute. I was furious. I didn't get a ticket because it's small, capacity, and on a Thursday night.
The demand as well. I'd imagine, yeah.
So I didn't get a ticket, so I couldn't go down. But also, it was a Thursday night. Wasn't able to work and stuff. So I went to watch it at the pub as it was Sky Sports' main event, which I think they regretted given the quality of football. I always feel really guilty. Do you ever feel that when your team? I guess less so with you guys, but I always feel really guilty because it's so rare that Argyle, particularly for lots of you,
you want to showcase
event.
You want to showcase what you actually can do as a team.
I feel so guilty because it's like we've really ruined it for the rest of the league, or like they're never going to show League One game again. But we were absolutely awful. I was in such a foul mood. But yeah, apart from that, it's been dreadful.
I mean, it could be worse. Like DAZN is showing like some National League games this year. Yeah. So like things like I've got like a wandering sort of affiliation with Carlisle United.
Yes.
Because I used to go and watch them a lot as a kid. And you see they're on like DAZN, and it's like right, big game. The game's been moved to 5:30 and all this, and then you're like, okay, good,
do something. I think we're stick in it. Like it's so true.
Perfect meme.
It's so true. That is the meme for it. And I know it's now again like with women's football and stuff. It was rare you'd see it on TV, maybe an FA Cup final on BBC Two or something like. And now as you'll see, a lot of the gammons, it's on everywhere. I'm sick of it. Can't turn on the telly without seeing a woman with a ball. It's wrong. But, you know, I used to feel like you'd want it to be a good game and stuff for people to.
I'm sort of the opposite of the gammons, right? So I tried not to follow women's football. Because I had enough on already. Do you know what you've just got got mental space? I'm like, I can't get another team in my life. I don't have it in me.
Yeah.
And then because it's everywhere now, I'm like, it is quite good though, actually. I'm actively trying not to follow it.
You're trying to be backwards. You're trying to
But I completely understand and relate to your reasons.
Yeah, totally. Well, we were just talking about how you don't take much of an interest in the men's national team.
Yeah.
Because you don't have that connection. You watch the women's national team. You've got a lot of friends who play in that sort of... I'm sort of like that with the women's game where I'm just like... it's great. It's fantastic. I'm really happy that it's getting a showcase and stuff. I've got 3 kids. I've got enough on. You know what I mean? I just don't have a level where I've got... I barely get to keep up with what's going on with United a lot of the time. I'm like, oh, we've signed 2. Well, that was 3 months ago. Great. Yeah, no,
it's so true. And it's like the worst as well. If there's a double header and often I'll work like where I work the men's game on the Saturday and then the women on the Sunday. Yeah. And when it's a weekend where they both lose, it's just shite. You're like, thanks for that. You've just absolutely doubled down on my misery. So, and speaking of, obviously yesterday was Everton versus...
It was well wet as well. It was just one of those awful days all round.
So Everton-Tottenham.
Yeah. 3-0, we lost.
Your socials made me laugh.
Yeah, they were
how
good.
funny. You've got to find the funny side of things, haven't you? And it was one of them where I'm behind the goal. We've seen the good side of it where I was celebrating, lost Mary in hand, giving it limbs after Grealish scored against Palace to end their 19 unbeaten or whatever. And then next home game, just a very... We lost 3-0. I said to you before, it definitely wasn't a 3-0 game when you know how people say that. And sometimes I'm like, why? It wasn't, but it was. We lost 3-0. And we never really, other than the goal that was disallowed, looked like doing much. Huffed and puffed, as they say on commentary. They're huffing and puffing. But they couldn't knock the house down, and it was just soaking. It was hammering it down to the point where at one point I thought, I'm going to drown here.
Because you're literally pitch side, you don't get covered.
Not at all.
Like modern stadiums now, everyone's covered, everyone's fine. You're the only person in the stadium on top of the players that are getting wet.
I swear to God, I'll have to send you. My dad and sister took a picture of me from the south stand, like just to the left of the south stand. They always like take a picture of me because it's funny for them, like spot Sarah. And I look so sad and depleted, and I'm hunched over on my little stool. You can just see the shadow of a person I've become. And I ended up just finding it entertaining in the end.
I always love when it's a rainy game. One of the things I love is the commentators will often they'll be like, oh, well, it's raining, so that's great for the strikers today. They'll always be like, this is a great advantage.
Find a positive somewhere.
And it'll always be like, oh, well, this is the weather they love playing in, because, you know, the balls, because I think, no, they wouldn't. They'll be fuming. They'll be absolutely wet all the time. Of course they don't love playing
it. Who loves that?
Especially with the modern game, because they wet the pitch anyway on like the hottest day in the middle of May or whatever.
We talked about clothes and footballers that footballers have worn before. Do you think, because snoods came in for a bit, what would a cagoule? Do you think under the shirt, if they had a cagoule, do you think that, I mean, I guess headers would be an issue, but keepers wear, sometimes you wear those like, you know.
It's 2025 though. I feel like there should be a material that is both breathable and waterproof. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like we should be able to have this by now.
Under Armour cagoule. And the funny thing is, I actually have, and it'll still be in there now, a cagoule in my bag. But I just didn't have. I couldn't do it because I thought everyone can see me because I'm just there. So I'm gonna get them all like ripping into me and stuff. I'm just sat there in my cagoule, so I just braced the weather.
So you two have had a shit week this week. I've had a great week.
Yeah, tell us.
Because this is weird. It is odd. This, so don't judge me.
I'm intrigued.
Obviously,
I found that I've got a thing that I really like doing, and that is pulling my kids' teeth out.
That's really creepy.
It is weird, isn't it? So my daughter...
Depends how old they are.
My daughter's 7 years old, and she's losing her teeth at the minute. And they get to a point where they're fucking like hanging on a thread. Yeah. And she comes to me after crying for 3 hours and goes, "Daddy, I'm ready. Will you pull my tooth out?" And it is the most satisfying thing you will ever experience in your life.
That's horrible.
I know your face is like my wife's.
I think it's because
my wife's.
My
multiple wives.
But you go, because I guess what's odd about it, apart from all of the sort of elements of it, is that it's not a pleasurable experience for the kid.
No, it
might
is
be,
because
though,
as soon as
yeah.
it's done, she's happy.
But no, but the
She goes-
experience is pain.
No, it's not. It's
pain.
relief. It's relief because it's hanging off. She hates it. It's bleeding, and then I pull it out for her, and suddenly she's brightened up. She's having a
know
great
about
time. But for me, it's the actual physical motion of doing it. I don't know how.
Like Steve Martin in Little
Yeah,
Shop of
it's
Horrors.
weird, isn't it? It is odd. I know it's odd. I don't know whether I need to retrain to become a dentist. Because I think I've found my calling.
I just want to see the
teeth out.
replay back, and when I watch this, of our faces individually, because I think my eyes lit up, and I was like,
Here's
"Oh,
my
I
issue.
like
I feel
this."
like if I retrained to become a dentist, though, I'd be taking people's teeth out and didn't need them out. Do you know what I mean? They'd be like, "Gotta go. Sorry."
Your kids can turn off now.
Yeah.
What is your tooth fairy policy? So if let's say for argument's sake, you're the tooth fairy.
So
in this
my
case.
wife goes big with it.
Really?
Yeah.
Car.
So yeah, a fiver she chucked in last night.
For how many teeth? For one tooth?
It was for 2 teeth, and she was brave because she let me pull one of them out.
Fair. I think that's.
So there's
that's
a sort
all
of
right.
there's a sort of bonus there.
Yeah,
isn't
but
it?
she swallowed one of them, so there was only one of them under the pillow.
So does that mean that she will also shit out £5 as well?
Yeah,
like,
presumably so.
tooth
Yeah,
fairy?
but five quid.
I
Yeah.
got £5 when I smashed my entire front teeth out falling out a tree. I'm so annoyed about the fact that she gets that for
Yeah, it's
2.
a lot in it. I know. 2 teeth.
I think
fiver.
it was £1 a tooth was my sort of was the going rate. I think, or maybe it's
£1 a
50p.
tooth. Yeah,
it's
but what's
50p
this?
a
20
tooth.
years ago, though.
So if I can butt in,
Here we go.
This was a
Course.
very, very heated debate with my brother 2 months ago. So he was saying that he was going to
How old's
give
your
them.
brother?
Why, did you get different amounts?
Yeah.
No, so my brother was going to give Jacob, my nephew.
Yeah.
I think it was £2.
£2 for a tooth.
Yeah, £2 for a tooth, and I was like, but James, that's what we got when we were children.
Sure, exactly.
You know, you've got to think about the cost of
A
living.
fiver feels like a lot,
inflation.
though.
But hang on, the cost of
How
living
much
for that
£2
kid is
now?
zero.
Okay,
because they don't-
okay. How much was a fucking Freddo when you were a kid, and how much is it now?
That's so true.
Chill
Lucas
out.
is so angry.
That's so
Lucas,
true.
We've finally found Lucas angry.
Fine.
I don't know if this changes anything. My wife said I'm going to do a fiver. I said fine, but you can't do a note. The tooth fairy can't be carrying notes. That's not right. Do you know what I mean? Like,
It'd be easier if she carried.
No, but for some reason it feels like more money than 5 £1 coins.
I think 5 £1 coins feels more.
Do you?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
£5
Maybe I thought
£1
this.
coins. That's like a parcel. That's like what you
Yeah.
pay a highwayman.
Yeah.
That's what you pay like someone to go and kill Macbeth or something. Like I feel that like that's a pouch, whereas like a note is easy in and out the pocket. That sort of thing.
Yeah.
I'm so on board though with this whole the satisfying thing
Yeah,
of the
pulling
teeth.
the teeth,
Because I
yeah.
find
Yeah.
myself watching mad stuff on like YouTube, like
I feel like maybe I should be filming this on Instagram. Like
removal of
the
splinters.
tooth puller, yeah.
100%.
That's the sort of
exchange
shit
videos.
that people do watch
No,
quite
but
a
do you
lot.
ever do you ever watch the one where someone's got a huge splinter in their foot and they're like poking around it like this, and then suddenly it shoots out and it's about that long?
No, I don't
And they
watch. I don't watch that.
They didn't
'cause I don't-
realise
no.
it was in there.
Don't watch that because I don't enjoy it. Nope, don't
I
enjoy
love
it.
Amazing.
Nope, not a nice thing.
The pimple poppers, all that.
Yeah.
You've got girls, right?
I've got 2 girls and a boy.
Do you not think, like, if you got some of these, like, little, off Temu, those little, like, glittery bags, do you not think, like, the Tooth Fairy would put the pound coins,
So
like...
this is the
That's
other issue. My
nice.
wife goes far too far. She writes a note from the Tooth Fairy telling
used
my
to have
daughter
that.
how
Love
proud
that.
she
Coming
is.
back for the rest.
Yeah, I know. It is a weird thing, isn't it?
Sleep with one eye open.
Also, just while we're on teeth falling out, it's hard enough getting your kids to brush their teeth anyway. I will say there is a flaw with the Tooth Fairy in the sense that it's even harder to get them to brush their teeth once they know that they get money when they fall out.
Yeah.
And the main threat that we give them is brush your teeth or they will fall out. So they're just walking around going, I'm not going to brush my teeth. I'm after some coin here.
Because maybe that's why, or not to bring it all back to Plymouth, but famously the worst teeth in the country in Plymouth. Maybe that's why is that they just got confused.
Yeah,
and they were
yeah.
like, oh well, we'll keep getting money for this. This is
Let's
gonna.
just keep going.
We'll never have to open a dentist. We'll just get the economy going.
Yeah.
By pure tooth magic.
Burning toothbrushes on
just
in protest.
I'm so glad, because I thought when you were, like, speaking of teeth, losing teeth, I was like, oh, here we go. He's going to confess to us he's doing meth or something.
No, I never do.
She did have a period where she was
That's got
missing
a
like
trucker hat on.
2 from the top and 1 on the bottom, and I was like, "You look like you've had a rough summer, like, a real time of
You do
it."
look very redneck today.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Yeah, cheers. That's what I was going for. Yeah,
so
thank you.
funny.
Right, well, 2 shit weeks and a good week.
Yeah, awful. Well, speaking of which, what have you seen this week online? What have you been enjoying apart from these horrible pimple? I've seen Dr. Pimple Popper on TV, but
Great.
I'll sort of leave it there. I don't really. I scroll through it.
You don't source it.
I don't want it. So what have
Yeah.
you seen apart from these disgusting?
So this week, I saw something which really made me laugh. Anything to do with Sean Dyche, I immediately find hilarious because he
Amen.
is so the opposite of what the Premier League is these days. He's such a real human, and it just feels very real, doesn't he? And he talks very real and stuff.
And he's great because, particularly as you say, the way the Premier League goes, you get quite a lot of these very slick. And
this is what I mean.
Sean, I'm not saying you're not a well-dressed man, but you get all these like slick foreign managers who have definitely dye their hair and put grease, and he turns up and talks about looking like he's loads.
Yeah,
he just seems like a good bloke. So basically, this week someone put together a Nottingham Forest Football Club match day schedule, and it looks very real. It's got the whole sort of watermark, everything going on. Let me talk you through it. So 10:30 a.m. arrive at the academy, coffee and a Danish. 11 a.m. training session, defending set pieces for dummies. 1 p.m. lunch, pie and mash, steak and kidney, chicken balti or cheese and onion. Outfield players at 2 a.m. training session, banging in shit pingers with Ian. Two goalkeepers at 2 p.m. training session, kicking it long. Right? Everyone at 3:30 p.m. home for tea with the fam. Dyche and Wone, who's his right-hand man, back to the flat for a couple of games of Pro Evo. Right? 6:15, arrive at the City Ground. Changing room Spotify playlist. Dyche's Indie Bangers, 1989 to 2008. Ole and Aina, what's his name? How do I say his name? Is it Aina? Not to touch the speaker. We go through pre-match warm-up, 7:45, inspirational team talk from Sean Dyche, 5 to 8, pitch entry, 2 minutes to 8, mull, 8 p.m, batter Porto, 10 o'clock, out for a couple of celebratory pints of neck oil and a kebab, and 3 a.m. carriages. I think that is one of the greatest bits of comedy writing we've had in recent times.
It's brilliant, and it also feels very much like if he could do it, that's what he'd do.
I once saw a radio interview with him where he spoke for 20 minutes of his love of curry, and it just felt so real. It was beautiful.
My two favourite Sean Dyche interviews. There's one which I really think about a lot. All right, which is where he talks about at quite a long length how good his tickets were for Travis Scott. he talks very specifically about how great he was. Yeah, and he's like, great tickets. They were great tickets.
Travis Scott.
He's like, it's fantastic, great tickets. Yeah, my mate Benji sorted them out. Fantastic tickets. But he said it in this sort of like he was almost trying to resell them. I couldn't quite explain it. It's like, they're fantastic, and if you want them, and it was great. I really like that because
face value.
And the other one, I'm sure you've seen it, is that great clip of him talking about his favourite drink. They ask, have you seen this?
No.
They asked Sean Dyche, he's on a podcast, I can't remember what podcast is, we go, what's your favourite drink, Sean? He goes, I love a beer. Yeah, I love a beer. Beer with a curry, yeah. Kingfisher, yeah. I love that. I love it. Kingfisher or Cobra, but Kingfisher's my one, yeah. Just the one. No, but seriously though, water. And he does the amazing use of the Lampardian transition.
He's brilliant.
It's so good.
I had the privilege.
No, joking apart water, sorry. Joking apart water.
Yeah.
Great.
He's brilliant. I had the pleasure and privilege of doing a few like Q&As with him when he was at Everton, brilliant. And I've got some cracking stories about him. You mentioned the pie thing on there, right? So when he'd do his presses at Goodison after the games, I went in once and there was just like a pie on the side, and I was like, whose pie is that? And the kitchen staff were like, don't touch that. That's Sean's pie. Yeah. And I was like, really? And they were like, it's his pie, and it's the best thing ever. So after his doing his press, and if it's bad game and he's doing all his serious stuff, and on his way out they go, here's your pie, Sean. He'd go, oh, thank you so much, darling. Thanks, you're a sweetheart. And he'd take his pie, and you could tell he was genuinely made up.
Yeah, chuffed.
And I honestly have not a bad word to say about him. He's brilliant. And
you don't hear anyone that does.
Oh, exactly.
That's the other thing with him.
Apart from Patrick Bamford.
Yes,
yeah.
of course.
Apart from Patrick Bamford's one nemesis. It's great rivalry.
I feel like Patrick Bamford has picked fights with a few good blokes through the years.
Who was his other big one he picked a fight with, which is the
Sheffield United manager,
Chris Wilder. But Chris Wilder, he tried to beat up our fan.
The really nice thing about that was, though, they interviewed Chris Wilder about 3 hours later, and he went, I've just come off the phone to Patrick Bamford, decent bloke, he just got carried away.
I like Wilder as well, because he was just like, that's a bit of banner. It's that era of manager that, again, as you say, a bit of a sort of, I don't know why that's really cut me up, but the idea of him having his special pie waiting for him is quite sweet.
And he's got a rider, right.
I'll come to the club.
£6 million a year and a pie after each presser.
And the
that's
last
what
one
I'm after.
I'll tell you just quickly is there was these two kids after a game, and they were meant to see the players and all that before the game, and they didn't get a chance to because Sky were in and what have you. So Christine, who I work with, had kept them behind after the game by the tunnel, thinking when the players go past, she'd go, "Can you just have a quick picture with these?" Yeah, of course. And these kids are made up. And then she went, "Oh, here comes the gaffer." Sean comes striding along in his trackie at this point. He was tracksuit Dyche by then. And these kids chewing his gut. The kids are like, and Christine's gone, "Sean, would you mind just having a picture with these two?" And he's gone, "What, these two? No chance." And these kids are like, and then they look like, and he's gone, "Course I can, come here, watch it," and ruffling there. And I just thought, he's so unintentionally funny. Top bloke.
I do think, though, that it's interesting you bring that up, the tracksuit Dyche, the beginning of the tracksuit Dyche.
Yeah.
Because I think it's a real shame generally that managers don't wear suits anymore. They don't really wear suits. Occasionally you'll get a collared shirt. Glasner will wear a collared shirt often, but
Steve's
nothing.
had a weird one sometimes.
Yeah, I know.
Pep does neither.
No.
He goes. Do you remember he wore that weird cardigan for a whole season? Like he'd been sponsored by the shittest Nan's cardigan
It was
company.
Monsoon. It'd been sponsored by, River
really
Island.
odd. Yeah.
I really, because he also wears that Diary of a CEO sort of turtleneck, which I think
He
is a bit
sort
of
of
a
seems to
wanky.
find a style and stick with it. Do you know what I mean? He's going, "Nah, I don't need to buy anything else, love. I've got this now."
But because it was
Do me
great
for the next 13 months.
I think I was listening to something where they said that the last game that we can find where two managers were both wearing suits
All right.
was the 2015 League Cup final.
Oh,
They were
wow.
both
So not even FA Cup finals.
Not even that. And I think it's a real sad thing. I think it should be genuinely mandatory to wear a suit at least Champions League final.
I would
think-
assume that
Champions
everyone
League
at an FA
final.
Cup final has worn a suit.
I agree. I think it should
Not
be
for 10 years.
Surely, but they haven't. If you look at the last one, Pep's in his,
You know what this is again, mate? It's fucking bullshit superstitions. It's
Really?
people going, "Nah, I've got us here in a trackie. I'm gonna keep going with the
Do you know
That's
track."
what he
do
did.
you know what I think it is, though? Actually, more than that, I think it's people want to be fashion icons now.
Yeah, as
and you
opposed
can't
to-
be a fashion icon if you wear a suit with your club colours tie. You look a bit like a prefect.
Yeah.
But it's the proper way to dress if you're a manager. Football manager's gone downhill
Either a
as a game.
either a tracksuit or a suit.
Yeah,
Nothing
suit.
in between.
Suit and
Trackies
tie,
for me.
ridiculous.
But to keep it, mix it up, I've kept it with a Sean Dyche meme for me this week because this absolutely cracked me up. It says,
beautiful.
"The man standing between the Man United fan getting a haircut, he lets roll the VT."
Brilliant. Just there in the snow.
Oh, what
Yeah.
a bloke.
This penalty. Love it.
I love it.
Look, he's flitting between the two, suits and trackies there.
Yeah, see, that's proper. That's proper. That's what you should wear all the time.
Suit colours in a tie.
Yeah, I don't mind that without the jacket as well. I quite like that.
I tell you
That
what
was
I love about him
lockdown
as well.
Dyche. That's lockdown Dyche.
This is quite a niche reference. The shirts he wears look like he's bought them from a supermarket, and I don't mean that they're like quite thin, sort of polyester.
Oh, yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
went back to school sort of wear
Yeah,
things.
it's that sort
I
of,
know what you
it's
mean.
not like a really thick, like cotton
Yeah.
shirt. It's like a real sort of like plasticky,
Just
thin
proper.
number.
It's
Yeah,
great like he has to
you see
wear
his
one.
nipples through it. You know what I mean? One of them.
It's great though that as well because it is like Sean Dyche versus the guy with loads of hair. It's can the bald man stand in the way of this incredible? Because Man U, could 3 wins in a row.
I'm honestly not even wanting to talk about it because
No,
it's like
it will
it's like
ruin it. It
jinxing
will
it. You
ruin
know
it.
what I mean? I just want to leave
Sort
it.
of feel can the power of bald Brexit football stop?
I can just imagine Sean Dyche meeting him as well and being like, utter woke nonsense.
I don't even know if he's bald. I think that's a choice.
Who?
Dyche.
No,
Dyche,
oh yeah,
do you know-
he can grow his hair.
Yeah,
for
it's,
sure.
it's cultural appropriation, is what it is.
Also, what an incredible win! Because literally 2 episodes or 3 episodes ago, we were talking about him as a walk-on part in Celebrity
Yeah.
Dates,
Yeah.
Celebrity First Dates. We talked
Now
about him as
he's
a walk-on part.
Turned around the
And
season
he's turned
of
around to
Nottingham
Nottingham
Forest.
Forest. He beat Porto. I wonder how many people have been on Celebs Go Dating and then have beaten Porto in the the Europa League.
The Dyche effect, mate.
Well,
what a guy.
I've taken this. It's just a great comment. 400 goals, countless memories. It's got a graphic there. 400 goals for Harry Kane, 0 goals above a kid. And the guy's just commented with it, that kid needs to get his fucking act together.
Because that kid is Harry Kane as a child.
That kid is Harry Kane
to
as a
point out
child.
anyone who's
I
listening
was
and not watching.
genuinely thinking then, that is so sly on the mascot.
Yeah,
like, he's
no,
probably
yeah,
just
yeah.
got to have the great day. And
Yeah,
then,
it's where Bayern have started celebrated 400 club goals for
Yes.
Harry Kane.
So I've described
by,
that bad.
by going, this kid, he started out with no goals. He's now got 400 goals. And yeah, somebody's quote tweeted it said, this kid needs to get his fucking act together.
I always love people being mean to kids anyway. It's funny. It's funny to be rude
Well,
to
I
kids.
like pulling kids' teeth out, mate, so I'm with you. We're very much the podcast of that.
If you pull that kid's teeth out. But also, I also found this graphic quite funny because I was like, it's such a pointless graphic. Yeah, of course he scored no goals when he was a kid.
Yeah.
But also, he probably did score goals.
He probably had by then, definitely.
Yeah, by then. He's literally playing football
I love the
there.
idea
Usually
that
about 7 or 8 there.
his dad just playing in the garden with him wouldn't let him score a single goal. And that is why he's gone on to become the most ruthless goal scorer of all time.
That was his Joker beginnings.
Yeah,
origin.
absolutely, yeah.
That's
His
brilliant.
stats this season are immense.
Yeah, crazy.
It'd be absolutely nuts. And that kid, I always think, I love when people show photos of a kid. You know that one of Lamine Yamal and Messi that people always bring up? It's like, he anointed him. Very briefly, I thought this was a separate kid to Kane. That Kane was like anointing as like the next gen. Because I was quite hungover when I looked at it.
For a while, I love the fact that he's done this at Bayern as well, because for a while it looked like, and I've seen other people talk about this as well, he'd left Tottenham. He didn't feel, for whatever reason, like he could go to another Premier League club, which you can sort of understand. There's not one in London where you can go to. He's not going to go to Chelsea or Arsenal. United, he wasn't going to go to because they were shy at the time. Yeah. City had just signed Haaland, right? So he had to go somewhere else. But the thought was that he would someday come back, still in his prime, maybe do 2 seasons at Bayern, come back when there was a team ready for him in the UK, in the Prem. And now it looks like he's actually just going to stick it out there and have a great time.
Well, he's just having a great time drinking steins of beer and scoring the most goals anyone's ever done. I mean, it'd be great if he had, and this is the other thing, obviously, you'd love him to beat Shearer's record in a weird way, because as much as I love Shearer, I have a little thing of I like to watch records happen
in real time.
Like that is the game. For the game where he could break that record. Yeah, you would go. We'd all watch that. We'd all go. Surely you've got to break
like when the game Vardy broke the record for most consistent goals. It felt like it was a huge moment.
Yes, yeah. Everyone went, okay, we've watched something. So
you've always got that as a generation then. You know what I mean? Whenever younger generations are coming through, you're going, I remember when...
I remember, I also got out with the England-Colombia penalties. Yeah. I was thinking, even though it's not that mad, like we had 1 penalties before, I do remember thinking that felt like a big, I was there in my dad's front room. It was.
There he is.
There he is.
What a hero. Me and my mate were in the pub getting pissed, and we genuinely almost... went to get a tattoo of him saving that, because it was like
brilliant.
It was beautiful. That proper palm, big hand. Yeah.
The funniest thing is because he made that amazing save just before the end of the game, but then they immediately scored from the corner. And it was always like, what a save! And it was like, it made no difference. Literally no difference.
It's a really, no offense, but it's a really Everton thing, that.
Mate, honestly,
making a beautiful save, an amazing moment, and then I fucked it anyway.
He is without Jordan Pickford, I dread to think where Everton be. He's such a, he saved us many times.
So
I look
many
at him there
teams
so
have got that,
sincerely, as if he's actually there, like I'm talking
Look
to
at
him.
him,
He feels like quite a Dyche player. I feel like when Dyche had Everton, I feel like Dyche and Pickford would have got on really well. I can't explain it. I feel.
Can I say as well? That, I agree. That is the worst doll of someone ever. That looks like a bloke that used to be on Hollyoaks. Like that is absolutely.
That looks like Jordan.
It's terrible.
That could be any person ever.
It could be anyone.
Any person ever.
There is a factory in China that is pumping them out, and they're going to about 6 different clubs with different coloured kits on.
Right.
Like, if you wrote Benjamin Sesko above that, I'd go fine.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna take a picture of that on my socials, and you can be the judge. I'll put a side by side of the real Jordan Pickford and the superstar.
They've got to guess which one's the model.
And I don't think you'd be able to tell the
it.
difference. No, he's an absolute
All right, we'll
legend.
do that on the socials.
If you see anything online that makes you laugh, send them in to us. We love looking at them. They'll probably feature on here. Get in touch. Just search at knockaboutpod wherever you get your podcasts, or email us to hello@knockaboutpod.com.
And it is time for the big debate. Now, this week there was a couple that we were to-ing and fro-ing with, but we're going to go with your suggestion, Ted, of can Sunderland do a Leicester?
Yeah.
I mean, immediately it feels early.
It's mental early.
Yeah, it is. But what I would say is Arsenal are going ahead and away with it. If there was ever... We know Arsenal will bottle it, right? So that's a fact. We know that's written in the stars.
Just a matter of when.
Every other team seems to be faltering. City aren't having a great season. Liverpool aren't having a great season. Leicester won the league when everyone else was having a shit season.
And crucially, Arsenal bottled it again that year.
Yeah.
I know it ended up being Spurs that bottled it, but Arsenal finished second that year. All their rivals slipped away. It feels quite similar. The other thing is Arsenal's absolutely insane run of exclusively 1-0s in the Premier League, which feels incredibly Football Manager when you haven't quit a save in a while and it's just going through the motions of, okay, fine, your tactic's working. It feels very like that. That breaks. Sunderland have a bit of power of friendship about them now. They've also got a couple of funny, I just think the greatest tactic in football is power of friendship. When Argyle got promoted in 22-23, it was absolutely power of friendship. He used power of friendship super effectively. That's it. Like, you look at all these great teams, tactics like that. Man U against Liverpool was power of friendship.
I mean, I'm
100%.
just looking through the teams that they've beaten this season, right? So they've beaten Brentford, who have actually been playing really well. Got some really good results, right? They drew against Villa, beat Nottingham Forest, which didn't really count. Weirdly, they got beaten by United, which is... I know I'm a United fan, but they should have beaten us on the form that they were on versus us at the time. That seemed to turn United's season
Was that the
around a
penalty
little
one?
bit.
Was that the last... I can't even remember.
No, it was
now.
2-0.
2-0.
Mount and Sesko.
One of the all-time 2-0s.
And then
that.
Chelsea was a really good win in that last game.
Yeah.
And it feels like that they're sort of doing it. They've got a bit of a mixed squad as well.
They do.
So they've got some really great young players, and then they've got Granit Xhaka, who for me is one of the great all-time shithouses.
Yeah, he's great.
Really good head on his shoulders, knows how to sort of piss people off, but also run a game. I mean, second in the league at the minute.
He's a great Granit Xhaka, just on him, because they're not now. I think they've slipped down, haven't they? They're fourth now.
Yes,
but it's so easy to do, because the other team we could talk about here is Bournemouth. Bournemouth have only lost one game, and it was Liverpool on the first day of the season. So the alternate question is, can Bournemouth do a Leicester?
Here's my issue with Bournemouth.
Go on, mate. You don't like them?
I don't know. I think it's because they're like...
The stadium's called Vitality, and you've just had some medical news that's thrown you.
No, but it's one of those things where they've got a stadium named after a company for a start. So immediately that's points off, right? Yeah. Secondly, it's just a bit of a nothing place. You know what I mean? If Sunderland go on a run, suddenly you've got a whole fucking working class area of the country, this huge town that is going to be sort of on... just flying. Do you know what I mean? For weeks on end.
Netflix would probably fume and they stopped the documentary a bit too early.
It'd be hilarious. Whereas Bournemouth wouldn't have that feel to it. It would just be a bit like, all right.
So you think, because I think I said this before, but like the hipster derby for me now is Palace Bournemouth.
Yeah, sure.
That for me
I think this is what I'm trying to get at.
That for me is like Gypsy Hill Brewery. They're showing at this good craft place I know. Yeah. You know, that sort of game.
Yeah.
Whereas I know what you mean.
We're talking Docker caps.
Yeah,
We're talking a bit of a weird waistcoat over a
couple
t-shirt.
Of tote bags in there.
Tote bags, big time,
That's that sort of thing.
Let me get my ticket out of my tote bag. That's what we're looking at here.
Subscription to the Athletic, easy money.
Yeah.
But I feel that like there's still a thing of Bournemouth is my good mate of mine, comedian Andrew White, really funny, lovely guy. He's a Bournemouth fan. And he goes to a lot of things. And he said a really funny thing. He's got a video about this as well. Bournemouth have a Bournemouth against homophobia. They got a football v homophobia. And they came third. So that implies homophobia beat Bournemouth. I don't know who came first or second in that thing, but Bournemouth lost to homophobia at some point. So just to get their own back on homophobia, I feel that maybe Bournemouth need to win at some point. Need to win the Premier League. But Sunderland, I think, would be so much fun, because when's the last time? I mean, it's never happened, but a promoted team.
Yeah.
Immediately.
So let's go through the facts of this. First of all, newly promoted team. Second of all, other teams faulting around them. I said Liverpool would win the league. It looks like that's very much not going to happen. And then you've got that Leicester thing. What I would say is they don't seem to have that team. So I know maybe we're looking back on this with rose-tinted sort of glasses, but at the same time, that Leicester team was phenomenal, and they'd built it in a way
they built it with a power of friendship that was stronger than any power of friendship that's ever.
It was very much your ex-drama club's football team, wasn't it? Very, very much having a great time and
great buzz. Yeah, PFC. No, it was, and they had players that they unearthed gems, right? Conte, Mahrez. Which I would say the Sunderland team don't necessarily have.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
But there are players in that maybe will come into their own second half of the season. And I thought, Ilsidor is a superb player, and he's really far.
It's how long they can hold on to players like that, and it's
exactly what I was going to say. This is all you see now, isn't it, Sarah? When a team like this is having a run like this, you kind of just go, all right, well, half of those are going to get ripped away by January, don't you?
They said in the thing, I think only 4 of the team were the team that got promoted as well. And, you know, so they've obviously, and Xhaka, great player, incredible player, but again, a winner, someone who's been around for so long. So they've got that. They've not sort of just come for it. And, I think if they were to finish in the top half of the table, they've had I'm not even going to swear. I was gonna say, they've had a great season if they do that. Everton are stopping them on the weekend. I actually don't think we will, but still.
I really hope you don't, actually. What game week are we on now? Are we on game week 8?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Isn't that all it is?
Do you want why I bring it up? Here's by comparison.
No, we're on game week 10, sorry.
Week 10.
Played 10 games.
I've sat on my stool in the piss and rain for more times than fucking 8.
But this is important. Week 10. When Leicester won the league, they were 5th in week 10.
Okay.
So currently ahead of them, you have both Bournemouth and Sunderland. Then they went on this unbelievable run where they won. Actually, they didn't win that many in a row. It was just at the end of the season they went. So, you look at this, they were 5th at the same time last year. Sorry, at the same time when they did it. So it's not unfeasible mathematically that they could put a little run together, have a couple of, I don't know. There's something about, I feel... My big thing, and I thought about Crystal Palace, and you know what? Mystic Milligan gets a lot of shit, but Mystic Milligan's going to say, this feels like a year someone rogue does it.
I do know what you mean.
This feels like a
but
year.
My worry is that rogue is Arsenal. That's my worry. That we go,
they're
wow,
rouge, aren't they?
Someone different's going to win the Premier League this year, and then Arteta just pulls out someone's wallet from behind his ear or something and goes, it's me.
Do you know what's interesting with Arsenal? I always think like they finally got ahead of Liverpool. Liverpool have obviously lost 4 league games on the bounce. They've won, whereas in the past, maybe at this point, they'd have got those draws instead of wins. But I think they'll weirdly hate being ahead, but with because now the narrative has sort of gone. We've all laughed at Liverpool, blah blah blah, but now it's kind of like as they go. Over to you, Arsenal. And I hate that as well, by the way. Over to you, Arsenal. And they've kind of been doing it. And I just think that is not the place you want to be. Liverpool will weirdly be quite happy to be chasing the pack for now. The pressure's off it. Everyone's gone, we're laughing. But now it's like Arsenal.
I think that's a really good point.
That's a big debate then. Let's wrap this up. You feel like it could be somebody different this year.
I know that sounds, and I'm going to exclude Arsenal from that. I'm going to put my neck on line and think, I think it's going to be an oddball.
I think I'm going to say I don't.
Yeah, not this.
I swear that is just coke in there.
Fucking hell, Sarah, sit down. What's in that Lost Mary? So you think it's going to be an oddball that isn't Arsenal? Someone coming out of there and doing a bit of a Leicester.
Your Palaces.
I think, unfortunately, it's going to be Arsenal this year, and we're not going to hear the end of it.
We're not ready for it.
You know what I mean?
As a society.
AI can take over then. You know what I mean? They can take everyone's job. Let's fuck it off. You know what I mean? Sarah, what are you saying?
I don't think they'll. I think top half. They'll finish in the top 10. I think.
Sunderland,
and it'll be a good finish for them.
And I think that's great because they've had their unbelievable start. January comes, all it takes is a couple of injuries to those big key players that are scoring the goals, that are gluing it together, and it can all fall off.
You're right, because that Leicester team never had injuries. That's another point.
Yeah,
they really never had big injuries.
Right, well, let us know what you think. Drop us a DM, hello@knockaboutpod.com if you want to email. And we are going to go to half-time. I'm going to go and stick a bet on Sunderland winning the league. Or maybe Arsenal, not sure. We'll be back shortly. Right, welcome back to the second half of the Knockabout podcast.
And as you know, we are sending roaming reporters up and down the country to the different grounds. Let's see what they've been chatting about this week.
Premier League, who's got the Poshest fans?
The Poshest fans?
Yeah.
I'll probably say Chelsea.
Chelsea, yeah.
Probably gonna have to say Chelsea.
Oh my God.
Chelsea.
What?
Chelsea, yeah.
Easy.
Has to be Man United.
Man United?
Nah.
Yeah, well, who do you support?
Man United?
Well then,
Well,
there you go.
I don't know. It'll be close, but I think Fulham's probably number one, yeah. I agree. This area is very nice. It's not like Millwall here.
The Poshest Chelsea.
Caesar. Really? Yeah. It's not Chelsea.
Like
no.
yeah.
Caesar. It's a very nice area. I can imagine that. Hell.
So we did talk about this. First of all, he was outside Fulham, talking to Fulham fans, because we've had a bit of a thing going on where we think Fulham have the poshest fans.
Yeah, I mean, I love that. I mean, if we could get up a photo of the beginning again, by the way, it really did look like a Pokemon evolution from one guy into a posher version of that. guy. It looks like, Cha-Cha
When
is
did
hard.
posh people start getting baggy? When did posh people start getting baggy jeans? By the way, I feel like this needs to be cut off. Get back in your barber jackets and your weird
Fashion's gone
check
to
shirts.
shit.
Well,
hasn't
this
it?
is the whole. I mean, not to go back to what we were talking about football managers earlier, but fashion needs to. Basically, there hasn't been a James Bond film in a while.
Yeah,
that's what it is. There hasn't been a James Bond film in a while, and so we don't think suits are cool enough anymore. Next James Bond film, you watch the. We'll get back into that stupid Omega watches. Everyone like that.
So for us, let's wrap this up once and for all. Poshest Club. So far, Chelsea and Fulham came up there. We decided the other week that Chelsea was sort of more new money.
Yeah.
Chelsea was maybe like a bit of new money, whereas Fulham, they're coming in from their second home on the estate for the game, driving the old Land Rover Defender in, having a port and a pheasant pie at the game.
100%.
That was the image we were getting. Is there another club sort of that comes anywhere close?
I would like to argue just on the Fulham thing. I saw something recently they were doing at the ground that slightly made me go, that is posh.
If it made you go like that, Ted.
Cheese fondue.
I'll elaborate. Fulham is the only football club I know of currently, there might be more, the only club I know of currently that have the Fawlty Towers dining experience
No, they
at
don't.
the stadium.
No.
Now, I
that's
genuinely
funny.
want to think of another club that would put on the Fawlty Towers dining experience and get people going, because it's not cool.
Yeah.
It's not,
I feel like United might have it, but as a non-ironic thing. So actually, there's just a bloke there who's giving really shit service.
Yeah.
Basically.
on less money than they were the year
Is
before.
this the
'cause Ratcliffe's
Fawlty Towers dining? No. This is
Ratcliffe's just cut the wages.
Yeah. I think Fulham's got to be up there. For me, I mean, someone mentioned Millwall, which is frankly hilarious.
I think I don't know if he said, this isn't Millwall, like in his little Fulham voice.
But I think Fulham's got to take it for me.
Yeah,
There
same.
isn't another one. The issue now is as well, though, is when a club gets a new stadium, sometimes it can attract that sort of level fan.
Yes.
We're now not in historical sort of fans, are we? So Tottenham now, weirdly, you'll sometimes see a fan who likes to go to a bit of hospitality, that sort of thing. Arsenal the same, the North London ones, where actually you're getting a level of fan going to those now.
I'm doing hospitality at the weekend, not to add to my posh
Fawlty Towers experience.
I've got
Hospitality.
Torquay away.
Oh, you're going.
I'm doing the
in
hospitality because my
prawn
mate
sandwich.
is I'm very poor. But when you hear where my hospitalities are, I think you begin to go, okay, this one is Wickham. I'm doing the Wickham hospitality because it's the FA Cup, so I don't really care what happens.
So what's that? £17 for hospitality?
Yeah, I think
that?
we get one of Sean Dyche's leftover pies. Actually, that's chucked down.
He's just taking a bite out of it.
But I'm going to that, and I'm quite excited. I think, by the way, Cambridge United's quite.
Cambridge, you could see quite posh.
Yeah. Not Oxford though. Oxford United isn't. That's a bit out of Oxford.
Yeah.
I think new stadium's a really good point because there's a difference obviously between posh and rich. So I would say that the Etihad is rich.
Yeah.
You go there and it's a lot of tourists, a lot of rich tourists that can afford very expensive seats. And then they have the students and people they sell for. And if students are coming, students at Manchester Uni are probably,
not posh.
They're quite posh. I mean,
Really?
you get a bit of that going.
It's me.
This
boys.
this could be
a lot of that.
Yeah.
This
I'm
could
not
be
a
Everton's
uni,
new thing. Everton could be attracting posh people.
If you could have heard some of the shouts yesterday that I was hearing at Vicario and Craig Pawson, to be fair, I did shout a little, Craig Pawson, you're a worm, which I thought was a great insult.
A worm's good,
isn't it good?
Because you can get away with that.
You're not
if it's picked up on
swearing,
socials.
but it's just you just.
But actually, Hill Dickinson is a posh stadium name.
Yeah, big time.
That feels. Hill Dickinson sounds like just won a BAFTA
You're going to
Rising
start
Star.
attracting the poshos next. That'd be the most beautiful meeting of minds. The posh students that have gone to Liverpool University and what was formerly the Gladys Street end
In the South Stands going, we didn't like that very much, what you just did to our number 9, you naughty boy.
How dare you? How dare you,
the Gladys
referee?
Knight Street end.
The best shout I ever heard in the Gladys, because you've been the Gladys, and it's honestly a jungle in the best possible way. The Gladys will forever have my heart. Like, we had a player, people will probably be able to guess who it is anyway for last season, but it's the best shout I've ever heard. I've heard some great ones. Just went, fuck off, you jellied. And it just, honestly, it lives rent-free in my mind. And I just thought it was a beautiful...
Jellied's really good. So what are we saying? So we don't... I mean, Fulham is...
we're sticking with Fulham, but I do feel like we need some help on this. Give us a DM if you can think of a posher club, because we've been over this a few times now, and I reckon we might need a better one. So let us know.
Well, speaking of that, time for your shout. So this is where we hand the mic over to you, and you tell us a dilemma you have, and we give you... last week, we all said we thought last week we gave really good advice. I thought we actually gave really good stuff.
For the first time ever, we gave good advice.
Really, it was from the heart.
I feel like this could be a move for us.
Yeah,
Maybe
this is like the Sunderland home win for United.
An actual agony aunt section. Yeah. This could turn our season around. Right, come on, let's have it then, Ted.
You ready? Hi guys, enjoying the pod. Here's one for you. I went to see Tottenham away at Everton last night. Now, getting out the car park is a nightmare at the best of times, so I left a bit early because we were winning 2-0.
No.
Well, we'll get to that. Hang on. He's written half a paragraph more. So I left a bit early since we were winning 2-0 and on top. You can guess what happened, and we scored the final third goal in the 89th minute. Now, some of my mates are calling me a plastic fan because I left early. Obviously a bit of shit, but am I in the wrong? Or surely leaving early is just something sensible fans do sometimes. Cheers all, Tom. Thanks, Tom, for sending that in, and you are wrong. You cannot
I guess
do
we
that.
need to break this down. I think number one is it ever acceptable to leave a game early?
No.
I agree, it's not.
Right, but can we break this down with parameters, though? Like, first of all, I can sort of see what he's doing here because his team are already winning 2-0, right? So if he leaves early, all that's going to happen is either they win by a bigger margin or they concede 2 late goals and they draw, and he doesn't really want to see that anyway.
No, I have a lot to say on this matter because there's been a few different opportunities, different occasions I can think of where opportunities where I could have left. It would have been around 2006-07, that kind of era. Manchester United at Goodison Park, we were getting beat 3-1, and the injury time had gone up on the board. I can't remember how long it was, but we're 3-1 down, like a few people are leaving, and it's like, no, you take your medicine, you sit there, that's your team, you stick with them to the end, regardless. When you have the shit times, you enjoy the good times better. And as a reward, every now and then, something good happens, which Everton ended up going on to score 2 in injury time and draw 3-3, which I know, it's a draw, but it was so.
But the only way this would have been worthwhile for Tom is if Everton had scored 2 goals and then Tottenham would have scored the winner. But that would be the only way where he'd have been like, yes, I'm glad I stayed. Surely.
I disagree that's worthwhile because surely part of going away particularly, and I'm a big, I have booed the team in the past if they've been dreadful, and I will do so again, and you have to be
It's an operatic boo as well from Ted, I would say. I've heard him boo. Yeah.
It's a boo.
He harmonises with those around it.
Is that when you are away, it's also about clapping the team when they come over, particularly after a game.
On.
No, mate, you can't be all like that. It's about giving it back to the team when you're away, because this guy's away. So that on an away day, I think leaving an away day early is mental. Not least because you pay for an away day ticket, big train up there.
See, this does my head in general, Ted. You know when like managers and stuff make sure that they send players over to clap the away fans and go, "Well done, thanks for coming." Like, grow up.
Oh, mate, you are taking the mick. You're joking.
It's a load of bollocks. Yeah, but it's a load of middle-aged blokes. What are they going to do if you don't go over and give them a clap? Cry?
Nah.
Yes, they do.
Oh, he didn't come over and give us a clap this week. I feel really
it's
sad.
It's the love for the team. It builds a team atmosphere.
I'm not going to go next week because he didn't come. That 26-year-old didn't come over and give us a little clap at the end.
But you know what you don't, because people do. I don't know if you've ever been on a fans forum or Twitter, but they will always go, "Oh, Maxi didn't come over and clap the team this week. Oh, I noticed Taylor didn't come."
And it's pathetic.
No, but
it's the most pathetic thing when grown men and women get angry because a child, basically, a 21-year-old, doesn't come over and give them a little clap for travelling 200 miles to watch them. But
what is the difference between that and a child not playing well at football earlier? It's the exact same thing, getting angry at a kid for something. Like, it doesn't matter.
I don't want to go too Roy Keane, but that's their job. Their job is to play football. It's not to clap.
Part of the job is to care for the fans, I think.
Oh, it's pathetic.
And speaking of caring fans, because we were speaking about this before off camera, Richarlison went round all of the Everton fans yesterday, which
See, this I'm actually on board with.
Yeah.
I'm actually on board with this more than like,
That's crazy.
oh, he didn't come and clap us, because he doesn't have to come and clap. Richarlison, that is out of his own heart. He doesn't have to do that all, and he actually probably shouldn't. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's one of them. Like,
he loves us and we love him. And the thing is, they'd beaten us 3-0. Do you know what I mean? He got an assist. He came on and did really well. But the fans just absolutely love him, and he's given it like he's just an Everton.
I've said
Everton
before to you
man.
as well. On paper, it looks a weird thing for a Brazilian and Everton to have such a close connection. But you made a really good point about the fact that South Americans, they love clubs that are really passionate, and that is exactly what Everton is.
I
isn't
also
it?
think-
100%, man. And Charlie Alcaraz, we've got Argentinian. He loves it here because he's South American. Yerry Mina, we had Colombian, loves it, nuts, dancing, giving it loads. Like, they thrive off that. Some people come to Goodison, particularly. Hill Dickinson actually is really like. The volume there is quite intimidating, but Goodison was something else. I think that Gladys Street, feral, it was mad. And like, teams come there and they shit themselves. When the opposition goes take a corner or the goalkeeper, you can see they're actually rattled a little bit because some of the things they see, some of the things I'd see, and I'd lived and grown up there. And I think that's the Brazilians and that love it. Richarlison loves us, and to the point, I like still speak to him now and then. 'Cause he was here when I'm still at Everton now, and he couldn't even really speak English. He used to always make an effort to do his interviews in English.
Neither can you, to be fair. So it works quite well.
That's what he goes for. I think it's mainly because I think the Brazilians love it because Everton sounds like a Brazilian player.
It does.
Everton sounds like
it does,
they got.
but Hill Dickinson in a South American accent doesn't sound great.
No.
Hill Dickinson.
And
in fact, actually,
Hang on, just really quickly, I'd love to hear that accent again, Pete. That was amazing. What the
I
hell was that?
I just did the little, which actually Scousers do as well.
Yeah, that's it then.
Yeah,
That's
that
the
is-
connection.
that's the connection.
But just on Richarlison, like I said, I speak to him still, and like he's had a kid now, Richarlison
Richarlison's.
Jr. Yeah, Richarlison's, and there's a nice video.
Does that become Richarlison's son?
Richarlison and Sons. If you ever opened a butcher's, Richarlison and
I
Sons.
will get to finish this story to those listening. I will. I'm determined to finish telling
Come
the story.
on, he has to open a butcher's called Richarlison and Sons.
And slowly, every kid after that, you don't go junior, you go
Beautiful.
God, no. So anyway, he's you'll see on like my socials and stuff from last season at Goodison. He was devastated to be leaving Goodison. He said to me like, "I love this stadium. Like, I don't want to leave." But after this one, he's had a kid since. So before the game, I went in the shop. I thought I need to get him something Everton for the kid. Yeah. I bought him this little teddy, and after the game, I was chatting to him, give him the bag, and like give him the bag. He's gone off, and I should have done that to our team before the game. No, and then he's come out afterwards. After he's had his shower and he's like got his travel kit on and all that, and he's obviously opened it and he's holding the teddy bear in his hand, and he's gone to me, "Bueno, I'm going to give this to him. I'm going to give this to him."
Beautiful.
And I just thought that's so nice, and I'll send the pictures. You can see I've got the picture of him walking out. In one hand he's got the toffee donut, in the other hand he's got the
blue
Everton
donut.
teddy bear,
Oh.
the blue
the
donut.
one you fucking
It's
mouthed
good enough
off.
for
Me and
Pete.
Richarlison, it's good enough for Pete, good enough for me.
I mean, I think, just to go back to the thing, I don't think you should ever leave a game early. I get there are exceptions. I've left 2 games early in my life, and I think they're both excusable. One was we were playing Cambridge away. It was 0-0, freezing cold during the December 22 World Cup. So England were playing against France in the quarterfinal. I had to leave the game to watch it, and I left in the 85th minute to be able to get back. I think that's acceptable. And the other time was the Papa John's Pizza Cup Trophy final, which we've talked about before. We lost 4-0 to Bolton, and we left in the 80th minute.
All right, let's wrap this up. I think we can agree that you should never leave a game early, but you also shouldn't cry as an away fan if a player doesn't come over and clap you for
I
travelling
think it's
to a
disgusting.
game.
Come over, clap the fans. They've come a
But
long
sometimes
way.
Sometimes it's not. Like the Manchester derby, they'll go over and clap them, and it's like, you probably live closer to the Etihad than Old Trafford. You did.
They're cheering you on. I don't disagree.
Nah, never leave early, and I agree. Don't cry if they don't come and clap. Just enjoy the win.
Well, thanks for that, Tom. I think you are in the wrong, and I think we all agree that in this case, you're a bit bizarre. But please keep sending your messages in. You can send us a DM, send us an email at hello@knockaboutpod.com or on our Instagrams.
Right, let's do the Le Bon League for this week, because it's been a bit of a funny week in that there was 2 game weeks within 1 week.
Yes.
We had the Champions League, and then we had a Premier League week as well. With the Champions League,
You won.
I won again.
Fantastic.
The hot dog, third
hot
week,
dog's on a
third
roll.
week in a row.
Hot dog on a roll.
On a real roll. And then Premier League, Ted, I mean,
I lost my phone.
you lost your phone, which meant that you couldn't put your bets in, your score lines in.
No.
and it means that I was able to really come for you in the leaderboard, the overall yearly leaderboard, our seasonal leaderboard, which I've been lagging behind. I'm in second, you're in first. I was coming for you. I'm going to make it. It's going to be amazing. I scored 15 points and got absolutely nowhere near you.
I mean, it is incredible. So this week, obviously, as we were saying, there have been 2 game weeks that we've sort of overall combined the scores of to be like, how are we getting on? So yes, I will say I thought, fuck, I'm off this week because I didn't have my phone. I couldn't do Le Bon. And as a result, I thought, oh my God, they're really going to catch up. And I don't mean this, I'm not trying to be a dick. I am still 130 points clear. I thought you would
not to be a dick, but somehow being a dick.
I thought more would have. But you won. You won midweek. You won the Champions League. 76 points for the hot dog. I thought that was very impressive.
Yeah.
Let's do a quick explainer for anyone who's not played Le Bon before. It's sort of like a sweepstake with your mates where you all put the same amount of money in. We've chosen to do a £5 each. You stick it in a pot and then you have to guess the correct score lines for that week's games.
Yeah.
Now, if you get the correct result, you get 6 points. If you get the actual correct scoreline, you get 20 points, and then it goes into a leaderboard for that week. Mm-hmm. The winner takes all the money. You're looking at me going like, Pete, you really practiced on this. It's because last night I went out for dinner with some mates, and I started talking to them about Le Bon, and one of them actually went to me, he goes, we've done sweepstakes for years like this with mates, but they've come across loads of problems in the...
Organising it.
Someone doesn't pay out if you don't stick it in a pot. You do stick it in a pot. That bloke runs off with the money, right?
Yeah.
These are all problems that people have genuinely had. He went, Le Bon sounds like a great thing. I'm going to try and get it going with my mates. And I think this is where we're at with it, isn't it? Where we're telling people about it and they're going, actually, this sounds brilliant.
Yeah, like the great thing about it, as you said, is all of those things, it's like whoever wins, it never actually manifests into the person who wins gets the money.
No.
Everything is on record. So you can't say, no, I said this, or
this is it.
Everything
Yes.
is logged. There's no backing out. Somebody is going to take the money. Others are going to have to cough up. And we've actually got 2 groups going on now.
Yeah,
so
we do.
you guys can join as well if you want to absolutely just add to my injury of getting beat every week.
And quickly, to the bloke who commented on that TikTok video a few weeks ago, I keep thinking about him, where he's like, what, so you want to take money off your mates instead of a bookie? He's like, yeah, absolutely, mate. Yeah. No, I really do, yeah.
Don't know how you are with your friends, yeah.
But also, as I said before, but that's defeating the other point of it, which is you're not giving money to bookies.
Exactly.
It's stupid. You either go, great, I've got money off my mates, or, oh, great, my money's gone to my mates.
100%.
Right, so we said we were going to do a forfeit this week for the lowest points for a game week is what we were going to go for.
Yeah.
Where are we at with this, Lucas?
Well, you know me, I'm always a very, very fair man.
Yeah.
But I do like a wind-up.
Okay.
And I'm afraid because someone did not put a bet on, they will be doing the forfeit.
I think that's only fair.
I think this is. Do you know what? I'll do it because I'm not going to be a dick. But I do think this is ridiculous and absolutely insane. Because despite me only doing 1 week, I still got a higher mark than Sarah.
Higher mark, like he's in school. And this is amazing.
I know. I've literally got
this. This is amazing.
And also, and I'm going to put this out now because I will do it. But my mate did a hot wings challenge in Edinburgh, and it fucked him, and it will fuck me. And I have a long train back to London, which apparently I won't get home till 3:00. In the morning. So if this is horrible,
I hope they've got a toilet.
Oh,
that's all I'll
mate,
say.
I need to eat dinner as well. Oh, this is a disaster. Fine, fuck it. Let's do it.
Lovely.
Come on then, Ted. On the hot wings.
I'm not happy about this. And also, this is so unfair. I lost my phone.
Yeah, but that was your fault though, Ted.
Listen,
It was actually entirely my fault.
Yeah, you didn't. It
Absolutely.
wasn't stolen from you. Do you know what I
I
mean?
am so relieved.
Wait,
and so-
hang on. How bad? Is that first aid kit?
Lucas is basically wearing. He will not touch the plate.
What is the sauce? Is this?
Oh, listen.
What is the sauce? I need to know because I
we
have
not-
allergies.
Could
I
we
can
not?
smell the spice.
Could we not get a blue first aid kit?
I'm not touching that. Lad.
Also, I'm not. My mate did it. He could only do.
God.
I need to know what the
I can-
sauce is.
I can really like the spice is
Oh,
like.
mate, I'm not.
Right, let's have a look. This is.
Read it to us, Pete. Hot dog.
This is a sauce called Psycho Juice. They've always got a nice name, haven't they? It's called 70% Carolina Reaper. 148 millilitres of killer hot sauce. So it's quite tame stuff, mate.
Sean Dyche puts that on his freaking cornflakes.
I mean, the advice is use daily and apply to all food.
So we used this on one of my other podcasts, so it had been used before. And I just grabbed the bottle out the fridge, and I was sat at the desk, and I was itching my beard. I was like, my face is on fire.
I can.
And I just touched the outside of the bottle.
Wow.
He's gone.
I'm
My
really-
eyes. My eyes are starting to water.
Whatever. I'm not. I just. Do you know what it is? I'm gonna do it, but I'm obviously gonna complain about it because this is an annoying thing, and also I have a 4-hour train to London, and I haven't eaten. Oh, that's a problem. Because if you don't line your stomach well enough when you do these sort of things, that's bad.
Stop making excuses.
We've
So
got the first aid.
we've
general.
got some pepper, water, sugarcane vinegar, salt, onion, garlic, lemon, some acids, and a thickener.
Battery.
On a serious point,
You have to have one.
I have to have one,
One, that is it.
Yeah.
but that's still a lot.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, if you have a couple of bites...
No, I'm doing it because I take this. I'm absolutely. I'm not whizzing out.
We're going to get WhatsApps of him sweating on a train.
We're in a hospital bed, isn't it?
If anyone else misses one, from now on,
Yeah, that's
Are we
fair.
doing
is
this
a
weekly
forfeit.
of some sort?
if someone misses it, there's a forfeit.
Okay, that's fair. And
that's
let's be
insanely
honest,
unlucky.
when it comes to the end of the season one, which is
Can we
going to
s-
be a big one, I'm definitely going to
All
end up
right,
having
then,
to do that.
then Lucas, if we are doing this weekly, if someone misses one, can you stop putting the reminders on the group that we need to put our bets in?
Absolutely.
Good. All right, fine.
All right.
All right, cool. Let's go for it. Ted on the Hot Wings challenge.
Oh, by the way, I'm saying this right now to Le Bon. If this really fucks up, to not just to Le Bon, to the producers, if this really fucks me up, you're getting me a hotel tonight.
Here we go.
He's got the milk
First
ready as
taste
well.
for
I was going to
Ted.
say.
you shouldn't have
See?
milk. You shouldn't have
Oh,
milk.
really?
Milk curdles in you. You shouldn't have milk because milk curdles in your stomach. Can I quickly just say, when I did the Hot Wing Challenge at the Edinburgh Fringe 2 years ago, my mate and I were like, we're going to do the Hot Wing Challenge. Yeah. And we went to this place called Wings in Edinburgh and we went, yeah, we'll do the Hot Wing, the ultimate one. I mean, it's hotter than this, the one there. You know, that is a proper like...
This will be like work.
No, because we said we'll do it, and they went, no, you won't. I went, what? Why not? He said, no, we're looking at you two. You guys can't do it.
No.
I was like, and they were like, you guys are not. And we were like, yeah, we can do it. It's like, seriously, you have to sign a hospital waiver to do this
my
Hot
God.
Wing. And we were like, whatever. And he's like, no, what we'll do is we'll give you, like, we're looking at you. We know what you're like. You got to sign a hospital waiver to do this, you guys. So we had to sign a hospital waiver to try a toothpick of it. We tried a toothpick. It fucked us completely.
No
We couldn't have
way.
it. We ordered garlic and parmesan. It was the most humbling experience of my life until probably this. But we had literally one toothpick and it destroyed our insides. And we got garlic and parmesan.
Would
on
you
the way
like me
home.
to read the medical advice on
Yeah,
this?
please do.
This is genuinely the advice it
Go
gives.
fuck yourself. It says.
Use daily, apply to all foods. You may experience pain. Do not panic. Pain facilitates the release of powerful endorphins from within your brain. Endorphins make you feel good. If pain symptoms persist, do not lower your dosage. Just shut up whining and take your damn medicine. Hallowed be thy pain.
I love shit.
Hallowed be thy pain.
That's a company that's definitely not based in the UK.
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right.
Here we go.
I love my parents.
You're going to be buzzing after this, mate. Endorphins. People think you've had a
no.
freaking
I feel
key.
really
Also,
sad.
please, genuinely, do not put your mouth near the mic after, because we have had problems with this on another podcast.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Or do we play like
This
the
seems like a
mic
thing that
roulette?
people shouldn't be doing.
I'm worried for you, Ted.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm genuinely.
It's the train journey for me.
It's a train journey.
3 hours on a train back to
Oh my
London.
God.
There's a Premier Inn next door, so worst comes to worst. Thanks so much, guys.
Here we
And
go.
you know they're nice and clean.
Holy shit. He's
Can you
going
get
in.
the spice
He's
from
going
the-
in. Here we go. Number one going in.
Yeah. it's
Ted
good,
on the
Mike,
Hot
film it.
Wings. Are you all right?
It's extraordinary.
Oh my God.
Even in this moment, he's keeping his articulate sort of. Wow. How is that, mate?
When I say, and you can look at me, you're close to me.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Do you need some water?
Oh. No, don't.
I
have
can see the
water.
ice
I need
from
apple
here.
juice. I need
It's not
apple juice or something.
Apple juice. Beer? Can you have beer?
I'll have a beer.
I've got something that looks like apple juice.
Wow, mate. Are you all right?
Oh no.
I don't feel good about this.
I'm not happy about
Are you
that.
done? Are you
Not happy
done?
about that
Is
at
that
all.
you done?
I'm going to try one. Oh, I'm not actually.
No, that's him done.
But you can see.
I can see you're crying. Yeah, you are
Yes,
crying.
I did it. I took the thing.
Yeah, right. I feel
That is
like
really. Oh, mate, I'm
feel-
not happy about that.
I feel like
I'm
you-
absolutely.
I feel like
fuming.
you took a big bite. I feel like that's enough.
I can't taste that. You can't. You got to take a big bite. You can't half-arse it. You got to actually do it. Oh, mate, this is really.
Oh no, mate. Are you all right?
Oh.
Wow.
Well,
Genuinely, compounding losing your phone with. Oh, mate.
Sarah, do you want to read the...
By the way, I really want people at home to know this is how pathetic I am. That's one bite of that. Oh, mate, that's really hot. Do you want to try a bit?
I'm all right.
Absolutely
No, I'm
not.
good, thanks.
The guy at Edinburgh Wings essentially saved your life that night, didn't he?
Yeah.
Do we need to open this bag?
No. That would be insane. But I do have high blood pressure, so that could be a...
Oh,
we'll
wow,
see what happens. Yeah.
Christ, we probably should have done a medical check.
No, we'll be fine. Yeah, Sani. Let's...
Bit of Sani?
We should have done a medical check, yeah.
old hand
But you know what?
sanitizer.
Let's cut this bit from the pod so that we don't get sued by me. That's fine. That's really hot. It's really hot. But I will say, by the way, I'm really not over-egging at how
hot
painful this is.
Yeah. Right, Sarah, while Ted's dying over there, do you want to talk to us about the Le Bon universe?
Yeah, I feel like you keep your eye on him and check that he's good. The bag is here, full of... I
don't need that. I've had a bite of a hot wing. It's just incredibly hot. I do watch these people that do hot wings, like the show, and I always go, yeah, I could do that.
Yeah.
And then I've had one bite of quite cold as well, by the way, Luke. It's not even a proper hot... Like, as in, the warmth of the actual wing was,
Well, yeah, they're from the co-op.
Oh, lads, I can't.
I did notice, like, when you brought them over, I felt the spice hit the back of my throat.
It did feel quite heavy.
But Le Bon Universe, you only have to chuck in an extra £2. And with that extra £2, you've got the opportunity, haven't you, to win massive amounts of money.
You go into such a bigger pot, so it's a 10 grand pot. Winner usually gets around 4 grand, something like that,
for £2.
just for an extra £2.
Yeah.
And I tell you what it is.
I'm just going to go and wash my hands.
Do that before you go to the toilet.
Wipe my head.
We've been playing for like 10 weeks this game now. Within this group, we've had 2 people who've almost won the Le Bon. Just as Ted throws up, the Le Bon universe. So it's a great thing. Right, we need to do the big bet. We're going to do this without Ted because he's gone to struggle after his Hot Wings challenge.
Yes.
What are we going to go for the big bet this week?
Let's have a little look.
The one that stands out for me, weirdly, is West Ham and Newcastle. I feel like that'll be a decent game.
Yeah,
But
I agree.
Since we've been talking about them, next Monday night we could go Sunderland Everton.
Oh, no, I know. And do you know what as well? I was actually chatting to my dad about this earlier because I said quite often you'll see in football, Sunderland have just beat Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. So in their mind, they'll be thinking Everton at home.
Yeah.
Like, that's a 3-point. Everton have just got beat 3-0 by Spurs. And, we're not in the best run of form at the moment. So they might... You see teams overlook those ones because they see it as like, well, we've beat Chelsea, so we'll beat Everton.
They overlook the smaller teams. So.
Well, I didn't say it, but you know what I mean, don't you? Like,
totally.
And I think, Everton will feel lost to City, which is fair enough. Like Haaland scored 2, but then that Spurs one yesterday was disappointing. So Everton will be like, right, we really need to get a result here.
It's Moyes, isn't it? Like he preps, he gets things right. He doesn't let that sort of thing slip for long. You kind of go, no, we need to write this and get it back on track.
And his former club as well with Sunderland, he was obviously there for a while, but you forget because I often think like United for that brief spell and then West Ham and Everton, you sort of overlook Sunderland. But yeah, I don't know how much my gut's telling me. I kind of think Everton might get the win there.
It's a hell of a place to go in it, Stadium of Light.
Oh, it's great. And the fans are amazing. The atmosphere.
Let's do Sunderland and Everton then. I'm going to go a Sunderland win. Sorry.
No, listen.
I'm going to go 2-1. I think they're just going to get it over the line. So 2-1 Sunderland for me, the big bet. What are you going to go for?
I think I will have to go. I can't see Sunderland not scoring at the moment. They always find a way. And weirdly, I might even change it to a draw. Ted has rejoined us, bless him.
Ted's in
He's
and out.
struggling. He's in.
Right. What are you going to go for the big bet, Sarah?
I'm actually
going
to change it from an Everton win because I'd say if it was a win, it'd be a 1-0 because we're struggling to find that at the moment. So I'm actually going to change it to a 1-1. So I'm going to go 1-1.
1-1 draw. I've gone Sunderland 2-1 for the big bet. Sunderland Everton.
Literally couldn't care less.
Right, fair enough. No, absolutely fine.
Sunderland Everton, 2-1 Sunderland.
2-1 Sunderland, so me and you for the same. Right, we are having loads of fun with Le Bon. Come and join us. We've now got our own league as well. You can come and find us on our own league in the links in our socials. It's called the Knockabout Podcast League. We've got quite a few people in there as well, so far it's loads of fun.
It's quite fun, that one. I'd love to have been a part of it this week.
And that is pretty much it for the Knockabout Podcast. Next week, we will be back, hopefully with Ted. That is up in the air at the minute, I'll be honest with you. Even him getting home tonight seems a bit of a stretch. But yeah, join us on the socials. Come and join us every week as well on the Knockabout Podcast, and we'll see you again soon.
I was going to say, for nothing else, just come back and see if Ted's still here.
And buy tickets for my show at Soho Theatre, 4th to the 6th of December, please. Even if I'm not there, that slot will be going. So.
They'll fill it with something good.
Oh, God, it's really... I'll tell you what it is. It's just painful because it's not that much. There's two things. There's the pure level of realising as a bloke, I can't do... I don't even mean it as a man. I can't even do more than a bite of that. But then I appreciate lots of people struggle with this sort of thing. What is very frustrating about it is it's one bite of that has made me feel genuinely atrocious.
Yeah.
And it's interesting to think that that's a thing you'd want to make as a company.
Yeah, that is odd, isn't it?
That you would go, do you know what? I'll make something that puts people in pain. And there are people that do this for pleasure. And I know masochists exist. There's loads of internet websites you can check
pulling
out.
kids' teeth out.
But that's not masochism because you're doing it to someone else. That's sadism.
Yeah. It is sadism. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
This is, if you give your kids this, by the way, their teeth will fly out. Are you sure you don't want to try a bite?
I'm all right. Right, we are going to wrap up and call an ambulance. We will see you again soon.
Ooh, horrible.
See ya.
Yeah, bye.